How on earth did they mess this up like this? Seriously, you guys know my love for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I had a video dedicated just entirely to that. I'll have a link in the description, and everything I said about the game itself still stands. I still think it is a really, really good game. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for the Switch version. I had been playing it on PC, and yes, the game is always gonna look better on PC, but I don't really care about how the game looks as much. I care more about how it feels in your hand. And unfortunately, every issue that people are saying that they're having with Bloodstained on Switch is A, real, and B, it kind of ruins the game for me, unfortunately. And I wish that wasn't the case. I really, really do. I want to love this game. I don't even know if I'm going to keep playing it on Switch, to be honest, because this is kind of ridiculous. All right, so Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, IGA's next big game. It's been getting a bunch of love by a lot of people playing it. And again, I still think the core game here and what IGA did is absolutely fantastic. It is a throwback to Castlevania. As you guys know, it's a fantastic Metroidvania game. It's just the Switch version can't keep up for whatever reason, and it boggles my mind because we got it 1 week later on Switch. And I figured, hey, it's okay. If it's 1 week later on Switch, but it looks and runs and it feels good, just a week, doesn't matter. But the extra week did nothing. We might as well have just got it with everybody else and just had the inferior version. The cynical side of me, I don't know if this is true or not, but the cynical side of me does wonder if maybe they held this back so that they got some positive word of mouth with the other versions and no one quite knew that the Switch version was in the rough shape that it is. And also, there was like saves being deleted on other platforms. A lot of people had to restart their game completely after hours and hours and hours of playing, and their only response was, we're sorry, start it over with this patch. Now the patch is up. Make sure to download that for Nintendo Switch if you got the physical version. Luckily, I got the eShop version, so I didn't have to worry about that. But there was other things that were gonna make my travels in this world way, way more difficult than I ever thought they would be. We are fans of Nintendo Switch. We know that the visuals aren't gonna be up to par with what they are on other platforms. That's okay, as long as the game still runs well. Mortal Kombat is a very good example of how a game just doesn't have to look pretty at all, because that game is butt ugly sometimes. But it runs well. 60 FPS for a game like that, beautiful. Why they can't make a side-scrolling Metroidvania game run at 60 FPS on Switch, I don't know. But the fact is, it does not run at 60 FPS, and that has ruined the experience for me. It doesn't feel fluid, it doesn't feel fast. Sometimes the character doesn't do quite what I want, and that is not cool. That is not how I want to play this game. I'm totally fine with going back and playing on PC, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Another thing that's sort of inexcusable, and this one I thought was like kind of made up by people in the beginning, and that's the input lag. There is input lag in this version. There's a lot that goes into play with input lag. It could be whatever TV, monitor, any display that the user is using. It could very easily be that. If you're playing on a TV with a really high like response time, like, yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of input lag. And to be frank, most TVs are getting really, really good at it. But if you're playing on an older TV, the input lag is gonna be terrible. So I kind of wrote that one off for a little bit. I said, oh, I don't know, maybe they're just not playing in an ideal environment. I played on a monitor with a very, very low input lag, and it still just doesn't feel right. I've been playing with the Pro Controller on Switch. I even made sure to play a handheld though, just to make sure that I wasn't crazy, but it just isn't feeling good. So all these reports that you're seeing out there about the Switch version, make no mistake, they are fully real, and they are honestly a huge, huge bummer. Cutscenes still look good, the story and everything is still fun. And here's the other thing I want to say. I'm wondering if I had never played the PC version and I only played the Switch version, would I be more okay with it? And that's a question that you're gonna need to maybe do a little bit more research on and, you know, figure out for yourself. I can't recommend that you get this on Switch if you have other platforms available. I do implore you that if you have a PS4, an Xbox One, PC, and you're really looking forward to this game and you want to experience it in the best way possible, go over there. And I wouldn't have said that if this game was 60 FPS on Switch. And I have a feeling that they maybe could potentially get it to 60 FPS in a future patch or something, because they are gonna see that people are being vocal about their dismay for the Switch version. there's no way they're gonna miss this because it's definitely out here. There's a few Reddit threads about it. People are talking about it on Twitter. I thought the game was like poised to do really well, and I'm sure it still is. It's just that I know a lot of people had been looking forward to it on Switch. And the fact that we are not only getting it late, which, you know, whatever, a week, but we're getting it late and it is still not good. To me, 60 FPS fixes it all. I don't care if it doesn't look as good, if it's like a little bit uglier, or, you know, for lack of a better word, it's just not as pretty, and that's fine. But if they had the 60 FPS thing nailed down, I feel like this is all better. And it somehow isn't right now. And maybe wait a while if you want to get on Switch. Wait for a price drop because it is an expensive game. It's $40. Yes, it's a Metroidvania, but it's still rather expensive. If you absolutely must play it on Switch, if that's the only platform you have, I say wait a bit. Wait for some patches, see if it gets improved, maybe see if we get a discount of some kind somewhere in the future. If you own another platform, still highly recommend Bloodstained. I think it's phenomenal. It's one of my favorite games that I've played this year. Again, on those other platforms, not on Switch. It is a slap in the face to fans of Nintendo Switch that they put out a version of the game like this. I can't believe it. While the game is still structured really well, I think that the team over there, and Iga himself, I guess, need to figure out how to make this better on Switch. So for now, avoid it on Switch, guys. Wait for a patch, wait for a sale. And it hurts my heart to say this. It really does. You guys have no idea because I really think that this is an awesome game and it deserves an awesome Switch version. And unfortunately, we do not currently have that. But that has been it. Let me know your experiences of Bloodstained. Are you playing it on Switch? Are you super bummed about how it performed? And I am curious, if someone maybe never played on any other platforms, are you just playing it on Switch and you think it's fine? That is something that I kind of maybe now wish I hadn't done. I wish I hadn't played it on PC because the difference is night and day. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys so much for the support. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Bloodstained in whatever way you are playing it. Even if it's on Switch, I hope you're having fun with it. I just know that I'm probably gonna go back to a platform where it runs a little bit better. And that's it. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video in any way. You guys are fantastic. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we will see you on the next one. SwitchForce out.